Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? How you doing? Thurlow Weed, aka Steve Nelson Jr. Who knows what name I'm going to go by today? A lot of people know me as Thurlow Weed. That's what I've done radio as for many years. And a lot of you here know me as Steve Nelson Jr. Anyways, hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to learn about cryptocurrency, if you want to learn new content, if you want to learn about trading bots, about ICOs, current airdrops that are going on, there's a lot of things that we do on this channel. But first off, I want to thank everybody for coming to the channel. I want to give you a second here to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. There's a little bell next to it. Click that bell for post notifications. It's going to send you an alert every time I go live and every time I upload new content to the channel. So go ahead and do that. Don't forget to, while you're doing that, go ahead and go to CryptoTalk.News. That's CryptoTalk.News. And go ahead and bookmark that page, because if you miss any videos, you can go back to YouTube or you can go to that page. We also have a lot of our ICO reviews up on the website there, and information about airdrops and about different bounties as well. So if you are here to learn about bounties and stuff, we're going to be going over some of that as well during this broadcast. But there's a bunch of other news that's going on as well. I want to share with you guys, that I'm making a decent amount of money just by actually participating in a lot of these airdrops and a lot of these bounties. And later today or tomorrow, I'm actually going to go over some of the bounties that I'm a part of, some of the ones that are coming up, and how you can also find them as well. I earned approximately $300 in Bitcoin, well, 300 at the time when Bitcoin was at 8,000. But I earned approximately $300 in Bitcoin just from one retweet. There was a Facebook share and a retweet that I did that also earned me approximately $300 in Bitcoin as well. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You just got to be patient. But it's a way for you to be able to participate without actually putting up any of your own money. Now, you do have to put in some time. You do have to do a little due diligence. Most of them have a form that you have to fill out. A lot of them are not just one retweet. You can go ahead and retweet multiple times. But I also put my effort in on doing reviews on here on the show and also putting the information up on the website. So there's a lot of different things that I do. And there's a lot of different things that you can do as well. If you have over 100 YouTube subscribers and your channel's over 3 months old, if your Twitter account is over 3 months old and you have over 100 subscribers, then those are a couple of bases that you can start with to start promoting, and not even necessarily promoting, but sharing the information of these cryptocurrencies. If you've got a, now my mind is drawing a blank. Let me pull up the chat here. That way I can see if anybody here is in the chat. But if you've got a, you guys can go ahead and chat it on up too. I've got the chat live here. But basically, if you have a cell phone and you can go ahead and download the Telegram app, you can join Telegram groups and be a part in there too, and that will help you to get some coins. So there's a few different ways that you can participate in cryptocurrencies and ICOs, and you actually don't even have to put up any of your own money, and you can just participate. And when you participate, they're willing to share these coins. And the reason they're willing to share these coins is because they need users that are going to go trade, that are going to go use them for what they're for the use case, and such like that. So, and it's also to help build awareness of the project itself. So it's almost like marketing. They're giving you free coins to turn around and say, hey, check this out. Now, I definitely wouldn't tell people about it if it's not a good idea. There is one that, as a matter of fact, let me pull this out. There's a scam ICO that came out. Here's one thing that's very simple that you can do. And this is from news.bitcoin.com. So there's an ICO that's out there, and I want to make sure that I pull up the right name. It's already raised like 800,000. It's ICO Miroskis, and it's a decentralized bank. But here's the thing: the entire team is fake photos. The entire team is fake photos. That is not something good for your ICO if the entire team is fake photos. Now, yeah, they've already raised 800,000. They're getting ready to have another round. I mean, like one of the photos of their graphic designer is actually of an actor. What the heck is his name? Um, Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is the actor. They actually used an actor's photo that it is widely used for media, and they actually used his photo and as their graphic designer. Now, come on. And then after doing some more research, there's a prominent Texas lawyer. There's actually a lot of different people that they put on as being part of the team that actually have nothing to do with cryptocurrency. So simple things like that of doing due diligence. Now there's $800,000 worth of Ether or Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency they were accepting, and it's gonna. I mean, the possibility of it being gone is like, wow, hello, half your team has fake photos. So those are things that you got to watch out for. Again, you don't want to you don't want to necessarily share that to your friends and your associates, so do your due diligence. We do due diligence, but remember, we're not giving financial advice. We're taking information that we have, we're sharing it with you, information that we get, information that we interpret. I've been trading stocks and trading not cryptocurrencies, but just trading currencies, forex trading for about 5-6 years now, and I've basically taken what I've learned from there, and I'm integrating it into cryptocurrency trading. And one of the things that I'm actually using is a trading bot, and this is kind of a great segue into what we're here to talk about today. Is I know a lot of you, if you've done any cryptocurrency trading or if you've thought about any cryptocurrency trading, you chances are you've wanted a bot. The chances are you've been like, hey, is there really bots? That's one thing that I asked. And I want to make sure this is all broadcasting to YouTube. But yeah, are there really bots? And if there are really bots, do they work? And this is the thing that I had to think about was, I thought about hey, if there really are these bots that people can build, why would people build a bot that somebody else could use and actually make money from it? Why wouldn't they just save it for themselves? But when you think about it, a lot of people on the marketplace using bots could or couldn't be beneficial. So, I think it's this window right here. No, that's the chat. Here we go. So CryptoHopper is a trading bot. It's an online trading bot, and there's a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. If you click on it, you get 30 days for free. You don't even have to put in a credit card. You don't have to do anything. You get 30 days absolutely free if you click the link in the description. And I'm working on getting a discount code, so you can receive 5 or 10% off as well if you do decide to get the bot. Now, currently, I am running a Kangaroo bot right now. If you can see at the top right here, subscription is the Kangaroo subscription, and that's like $100. And I went ahead and I actually paid in Bitcoin because it was just easier for me to pay in Bitcoin at the time. And I've actually made back that Bitcoin. When I first started, I lost, and then now I've kind of readjusted some of my trading strategies. Plus, I've learned a little bit about the bot, some different things. And one, it's going to be depending on how you have your strategies set up. It's usually going to be a longer term game than what I was doing. But what I want to get into today is they've done some new updates. Okay. And this is what I really like about this. So if you go over to your hoppers and you go to configure. Now, if you remember watching previous videos, you will see that I was actually trading on Bittrex with the trading bot, because you can trade on Bittrex, Binance, KuCoin, GDAX. There's a few different right here. Poloniex, which we all know was sold. Kraken. So there's no KuCoin. Sorry. Poloniex, Kraken, Bittrex, GDAX, and Binance. And you can set your hopper up You can have as many hoppers as you want. Remember, you get one hopper for free for 30 days. Anything after that, you have to pay for the hopper. So you can have one hopper that's a bunny, one hopper that's a kangaroo, 28 hoppers that are a kangaroo. It just depends on what you want to do. You can have those hoppers trade only Bitcoin in another coin, or fiat and Bitcoin, or fiat and another coin. Like, and so you can have like 2, 3 different bots on ZDAX doing different things. You can have 2, 3, 4, 8 bots on Binance or Bittrex doing different things where they're actually only trading specific coins. You know, there's a lot of detail that you can really get into with these bots. And I'm going to have more videos about that. I do have some videos already about that. There should be one that's coming up right above you. If not, just look for it. Now, and if you're live watching it, it's probably not going to show up. But if you're not live and you're watching this recorded, then it should show up. So anyway, there's a couple of updates that they did. One of them is enable cooldown right here. So and this happened to me. You set your settings, you set your strategy, you fire your bot up, and it starts going, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam. It makes 5 buy orders, 6 buy orders, or your maximum, your 10 buy orders or whatever, back to back to back to back to back. Now, you need to get rid of some of those. You need to have the turnover. So you can actually have a cooldown period where it used to be, or actually, no, that was the other one. So you can now have a cooldown period. You can do it after buys and sells, or only after buys, or only after sells. You can see it. You can go how long you want it to be. It could be 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 days. So yeah, right there is the cooldown. And I like that setting, and that's something that's new that they just updated yesterday here on the CryptoHopper Trading Bot. And then another one that they updated, now they used to run it just on a time frame, was the dollar cost average, or DCA. And I don't have that I don't have it turned on, but when you turn it on, basically you can, the DCA is, with a DCA you can get rid of any bags you're holding. So basically, you can get rid of any extra stuff. You can double down, you can triple down, but you can get rid of any extra bags. Now, you can have how much time you want it before it opens up. It can be months, it could be days, it could be hours. And then you can have the max retries, and you can go up. You can do what the percentage trigger is going to be, and then you can do if you want it to buy immediately. Now, if you do it to where it buys immediately, then you can end up buying. It'll buy them, but it will buy them immediately. So it could buy them at an unfavorable time. So that's one thing that you do need to watch out by the buy immediately, is you don't want to necessarily have that turned on. Or if you do, you want to watch out, because it could buy again at an unfavorable time when it's up, and then turn when it's shooting up or something like that. And then you can, again, like I said, you can set the percentage trigger that you want, double or triple or whatever. So, and then you can put double down or triple down. So now that's another big update. And the thing is they did have the dollar cost average before, but they only had it on a time frame. So now you have a lot more you have a lot more options that you can do with it. It is kind of the thing. Sorry, I'm looking to pull up the chat here real quick. So that is something right there that is very interesting, and it's a couple of good things that can be very beneficial. Again, if you don't know exactly what they're doing, I would keep them off. Or if you don't know and you want to learn, maybe you could A, do research, B, I'll have some more videos on it, and C, you can turn it on and then turn around and just keep your eye on it, keep watching it. I mean, you can do something else, but keep that window open and keep an eye on it, and then see exactly what it's doing. You may end up losing a little bit, but that's something that you have to risk. You could end up gaining from it. But again, whether you lose money or whether you gain money, if you watch it, you'll be able to see what is going on, and then you'll be able to determine how to play it to be in your benefit next time. So if you play it and it's in your benefit, you can say, okay, well, what did I do for it to be in my benefit? And if you did it and you lost, you could be like, okay, well, why did I lose, and what could I do different to make sure it's in my benefit next time? So, and who knows, if you actually profit from it, you may not understand what you're doing right until you lose money from it. So, just an idea. You may not be able to break it down reverse. You may have to profit and lose before you can say, okay, well, when I profited, I did this. When I lost, I did this. So, though, again, good updates. I really like the cool down period. I think that is something that's great. I actually turned mine on right away, because I feel that there were some times myself when I saw all those buys, and then I'm like, oh my Lord. So to give yourself a cool down period, even from the first one or two buys, is something that is good. Or maybe you do it after sells. I don't know, but I think it's great that they went ahead and added the cool down period. So, those are two big changes to the Crypto Hopper trading bot. Again, if you trade cryptocurrencies and you're not extremely good, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to profit, but as you can see already today, we've profited 1.93%, and we're up 29.41% total assets in exchange since we went ahead and started. And as you can see here, we do have an open order right now that was placed just about a minute ago for Litecoin, and almost a full Litecoin, as a matter of fact. And did it make the purchase? Nope, no open positions. So the order didn't go through. I actually have it set up for 2 minutes buy, 3 minutes sell. So in other words, when it places a buy order, it's going to place it for 2 minutes. If nobody picks it up, then it's going to go ahead and pull it down. When it places a sell order, it's going to place it for 3 minutes. And if nobody purchases it, then it's going to go ahead and pull it down. And the reason why is I just don't want a bunch of sales sitting in limbo. I noticed that if they're up there for any length of time, then if it's up there for more than 2 or 3 minutes, it's just not going to usually happen, is what I found out. So that's why I went ahead and keep those at 2 or 3 minutes. And yeah, so the bot's on right now. I feel a bit more comfortable trading with just a couple of coins and trading on GDAX, because I'll run the bot, I'll run the hopper, and just not even, I'll close out the window. Like, if you guys remember on some of my other videos, when I was trading on Bittrex, I would only keep the bot on when I can keep an eye on it. So when I was working on the computer, when I had other things that were going on, is when I would go ahead and keep the bot on. That way I could keep an eye on it. I just wasn't really comfortable letting it go, because there were times that I would just try to let it go overnight. And while it could make some profit, it just wasn't doing everything that it could do. And there were times that I actually took a loss. And to be honest, there were more times that I took a loss when I continued to let it run than taking a profit. But when I was being very, very particular, and I was watching it and only running it at certain times, then at that time was I successful in being profitable. So, but then I also found, after doing that for some time, while I was profiting on days, after a certain amount of time when the market adjusted, I was actually losing when I was doing that. So what I realized is I needed to be in a position and on an exchange and have my hopper set up to where I could walk away and not have to worry about it, because some of these trades are going to take 2 or 3 days. And I kind of narrowed it down, and I figured, okay, well, check this out. If I'm going to do it that way, then I need to stay with the coins that are, although they fluctuate, but are still a bit more stable. And those are Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash is some of the main ones. And I said, all right, well, where could I go ahead and trade all those? I can trade them on GDAX. So I went ahead and traded them. I've been trading them on GDAX. And there you go. That's I don't know. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've done some of these trades myself. I've been watching Litecoin, and I did some trades the other day where I earned about a half a Litecoin to a full Litecoin in one day. And that to me is pretty good. That's all trading by myself. But then when you think about it, and having a bot that's doing this all the time, then that right there is something that I figure I want to go ahead and take advantage of. So now we do have another LTC buy up right here. And now here real quick, I want to change this. This is the home of CryptoTalk.News. This is where you can go ahead and find updates. We've got different mining calculators. We're always adding more. We have a list of our ICOs and different bounties you can check out. And then, of course, here's news. Here's a lot of our YouTube videos that we went ahead and had that we put back up here, so you can go ahead and find them. There's also a Discord where you can go ahead and chat with us, and you can go ahead and join that. Then there's the Telegram chat where you can go for airdrops and bounties and to learn how to earn free cryptocurrency. And then, of course, just more videos that we have from our YouTube channel. So, CryptoTalk.News, we are going to be getting a couple of blog writers. And when we get those blog writers, we're going to, when we get those blog writers, we're going to have a lot more other content as well. I'm not so keen on I'm not necessarily so keen on what was I going to say? Sharing everybody else's news all the time is kind of my big thing. I like to have a lot of our own news, and especially with blog posts, talking about CryptoHopper updates, stuff like that. That is a lot of our own content. But coming on here, talking about PayPal or talking about some of these other stories, while it's news, it's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on bringing some of our own content. And then, of course, the hottest topics. So we figure we can do that best by offering bounty information, airdrop information, doing more ICO reviews, because each company and each person or each channel does ICO reviews differently. So those are some things that we wanted to go ahead and put into perspective and go ahead and really kind of do here on this channel. So that's what we're focusing on. Now, there is a big story that I do want to talk about. You'll see that IDEX or IDEX exchange has kind of really taken over Etherdelta. Etherdelta's had some problems, and while the last week or so there's been about $1 million worth of trading on Etherdelta, there's been 13 million on IDEX. So if you're looking for a decentralized exchange that if you're looking for a decentralized exchange that could really, because you want to hold your own tokens, okay? And if you're looking for a decentralized exchange for that, then IDEX is really growing quickly. I was on there for quite some time today, and I really learned a lot. Very easy to use. If you're familiar with MetaMask, you can use your MetaMask to go ahead and sign in. If not, there's a lot of information about MetaMask, but I think there's 4 different ways that you're able to connect and sign in, but you essentially have all control over your coins, which is great. You don't have to worry about them getting hacked and you losing your coins like you can on centralized exchanges. So IDEX, check them out if you're looking for a decentralized exchange, especially if you already use Etherdelta. You may find that IDEX is definitely a lot better platform to use, and that a lot of other people are finding that out. So definitely check that out. Of course, I don't have any affiliation with them at all. Go ahead and subscribe below if you guys like the content. Give it a thumbs up. Let's get it shared. I'm going to go ahead and jump off this because I've got other business stuff that I've got to do, but I'll be bringing you more cryptocurrency news, CryptoHopper updates, ICO reviews, bounties, and airdrop information right here on this channel. So subscribe, click on the bell for post notifications. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. But do me a favor, let me know in the comments down below what you didn't like so we can make our content better for next time. This is CryptoTalk.News. I'm Thurlow Weed, aka Steve Nelson Jr., and we'll be back right after this. Happy trading.